just a tutorial, so it doesn't have to be too fancy. Yes, exactly like that. Paint them, you make the map. So like this, I'm gonna do, let's do real quick. So we'll just download it. And then what we'll do, import what we just did. Wait for it to load. There it is. Now wait for it to pop up. Whenever it's ready. Okay, it's here, but it's not here. Wonder if I have to refresh my page. Might have to. I'm not gonna worry about saving because I already did the texture. So we'll just paint. Background. Oh, maybe reloading was a bad idea. Nope, there it is. Softness 0, opacity 1. So normally what you do is you just import the texture and then you would delete the objects. But since I skipped that step by reloading the map, this is what we get. And now we'll decide where we want this to be a portal to. So, oh, I need to shuffle this. Hold on 1 second. Oh, that'll work. So let's say we'll just make it a portal to some mountains. So what we'll do now is just add our mountain scene like so. Let's run a couple pines. Give it some texture. Let's give it a nice sky background. Okay, and then we'll just rinse and repeat what we did before. Download it. Load it. And while that's loading, I'm just going to delete it. And I'm going to paint the first one back on. Now that our new one's back, opacity 1, softness all the way up. And we're just going to kind of tap it until we get about what we want. It's a good start. Shrink our brush, focus it a little more in the center because we kind of want to distort the image a little bit. So it's more visible in the middle. do just one quick trace around the edges so our circle's more apparent. Then how I did it last time is I just took nice texture, the plus at the top is like a save function. Maybe I don't understand your question, but what I'm doing is I'm hitting this import, and then when I hit the plus and add the texture, my file browser pops up. That's not on screen just because I'm capturing just the web, and then I import it as an image. Yeah, it's just that I'm not capturing Windows, so you don't see my file browser pop up. But anyway, I'm going to take my ice texture, and I'm going to tap the ice in, kind of spin it around. Now, note my opacity is really low. So now, to create the edges of our portal, we'll just start to create a circle. Now we can do this with... Now you can either turn your opacity up or just click again. If you click again, obviously it makes it darker. Solid colors such as like white and stuff like that, they always show up a lot more than you think they do. So we'll just kind of keep swirling it with the white. Then our mountain is a little too apparent towards the top, so we'll just kind of blend in the peaks a little bit. Just kind of swirling around. Then we'll go even smaller. And now at this point we'll just take all sorts of different colors. Usually blue is what I do personally, just because I associate portals with like arcane magic and stuff like that. It all depends on your setting. I'm sure you could do like a more nature one with like a green or something like that. We'll just kind of keep swirling. Maybe we'll toss in something different. Let's try this yellow. Just to splice it up. Yellow doesn't really show up, so we'll just move on. Maybe some purple. And that's what it looks like further away. So if you wanted to do a few things like right here, how this crystal's kind of blended into the portal. Let's say you wanted that crystal to be apparent to the front. Just go back to your original texture that you did. Just kind of paint it back. That way your crystal's not in it. And that's another thing you can do too, is if you want to kind of trim the edges of your portal. If you do. It's always good to just to get textures as you go. Like if I wanted to make this more of an abrupt stop here at the tower, we can just paint it like that. That way we have this kind of fog, I guess you could say, that's around it. But since this tower, maybe it's in front, just use your previous texture to trim the edges. So, and then again, like let's say, this is probably going to ruin it, but let's say, oh, I screwed up and it's too white. That's okay. Just go back to your original texture that you had for your scene, and then just kind of paint over it. That way you make it goof-proof, because there is no undo in Incarnate yet. Hopefully soon. That way if you screw up, you just paint it back on. No big deal. Do you have any questions?